speaking to the Blue Jays a little bit here, and more so, I guess, in baseball in general, I can imagine that it might have been difficult during the pandemic when there were no fans around, there was no atmosphere. What's the difference there? What does it feel like as a broadcaster to be in the stadium when you have the fans roaring in, say, a
Yeah.
playoff game? How does that play into a broadcast?
The pandemic to normal life was night and day in every way. So just as a broadcaster, calling a baseball game off a monitor is incredibly hard. Calling a basketball game off a monitor is much easier. You can see the whole court, you can see the ball, you know what's going on. In
Yeah.
baseball, you might have multiple runners rounding. Where's the relay throw going? Did it go over the infielder? Did the third base coach wave them or stop them? Like there's just stolen base attempts. It's hard. It's just really, really hard. So everybody, I remember July, whatever the July, I think it was July 30th, 2021 was the first game for the Blue Jays back
Yeah.
in Toronto. And I remember the emotion of that day. Charlie Montoyo, the then manager of the Blue Jays, was tearing up on the field. And I remember we were emotional in the booth, to be able, because we had to wait longer than anybody else, right? Because we were Canadian. The Blue Jays went to Dunedin, then Buffalo, while all the other teams had resumed playing at home. The Blue Jays hadn't done that yet. So I'll never take for granted being in a ballpark. I'll never take for granted fans being in a stadium. And to be able to be the broadcaster, be able to call games for a team, like I said before, that's so popular, like a down crowd is 25,000, right? And that's a great
Yeah.
crowd for a lot of other teams. And then when they're playing well and the ballpark is full and the roof is open, a Canada Day game, a September game, a playoff game, there's just nothing like it.